next 1 hour plus or thereabout, we will see what we have achieved. First of all, your class is being recorded, meaning at the end of this class, you will get the recorded version of this class. So whenever you want to replay it, you could go ahead and replay it if you missed anything. Then also, while during the class, if you have any
Okay,
question,
sir.
do not hesitate to ask. You might write it in the chat, or you might just say hi, or stop me and ask me a question. It makes the class more engaging. So another one is during the course of the training, if our timer hits zero, there might be a need for a new link. So that means a new link will be shared almost immediately to complete the class. But just in case, if it hits zero, you hang on till you get the next link to rejoin.
Okay, sir.
Okay, with that being said, I think every other information will be passed along during the program. So let us start. So welcome officially to your cybersecurity bootcamp program, and given your background, a little bit of your background, I would be in the middle of speed and slow, meaning I will try as much as possible to take things as low paced as I can, while also taking you along on the journey. So my name is Mr. Brian, and I think this will be the first time I'm introducing myself to the students as I'm a friend of the family. Okay, so Pascal is a friend of the family, likewise myself. So the program is hugely sponsored um, by these three arms over here. First, by our YouTube resource, then the Talent app, and also Each Teach Tech, E1 T1 Tech, which is based in is a non-governmental organization in South Carolina, USA. So I will be your lead instructor throughout the program till you graduate. So who is this program for? Who is this program for? We are targeting three categories of individuals. First, rookies. Now, rookies are those who primarily do not have any idea, or they don't have any business with IT. So they just feel like, okay, I want to join, I want to do this thing, and they want to see how it goes. Okay. Then, secondly, are beginners, those who somehow they have an idea of IT or in IT, and they want to, take things to the next level. And the third group are the working professionals in diverse fields. Probably they are bankers or they are working in any of the IT firms or anywhere, and they want something to add up. They want to join the cybersecurity career path to add up on what they are already doing. So these are the three categories of individuals that we pick for this program, or we see that are fit for this program. So if I may ask, which one of these categories do you fall in, Patrick?
Uh, rookies. I say rookies. That's
Oh,
beginners.
okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, the duration of the boot camp is for your own sake. It is 4 weeks, which is 1 month, and there are people who theirs were up to 7 weeks, depending on the program they were doing. But yours, you already know it's 4 weeks, meaning you'll be having two classes a week. But if you end up doing one class per week, that means you'll be doing 7 weeks also. So those who did 7 weeks uh, are those who are sparsely occupied, meaning They need one class a week so that they could digest the remaining the topic and do the practicals, do the assignments before the next class. So depending on how we go about it, if we let that turn back to once a week, then you know you're going to get 7 weeks. Then if we do it twice a week, we're going to get 4 weeks, which is a month, depending on your choice anyway. So we have some learning goals we mapped out in this program, and it's very necessary that you pay good attention so that you will gain exclusively everything that is to be gained in this program. In fact, I would want you to grab more than 100% of this program so that at the end of the program, you will have a cause to, say, I went through this boot camp and it was more than just a successful one. It gave me the ladder and the push I needed in the career, and you also be an evangelist to other people because there are a lot of smokes out there in the internet. People saying they do cybersecurity, doing this, doing that, not really taking people through the right path. Okay, the cybersecurity as a career is not something one can gain expatriate experience in 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. Even at 2 years, you cannot say you are an expert in cybersecurity because it takes some level of experience and skill set and focus and diligence to get to expatriate level. But all this will not be possible if you do not take your step one and step two very, very carefully. So we advise everyone who is coming into cybersecurity, your foundation is very, very important. It's very, very important. Then more important is your ability to remain focused. Focus, I mean, is if you want to learn a particular section of cybersecurity, you're going to decide to stay there for a long time so that you gain mastery in it. Then you could be very good. Even if you want to add some other parts to it, no problem. But you have to be very good at a particular section, and that is how you make impact even in the job market. So I hope you understood all that, right?
Yes, I'm understand.
So on the learning goals, we're going to go through a bit about foundations of cybersecurity. I expect that for every class we do, before the next class, you should be able to, go to the open internet, go make some research about what we talked about to check whether they are valid and also, to boost whatever it is that will be given to you. The teacher will always give you at least 60 to 70% of what you need, but the remaining one is on your shoulder to ensure that you have maximum understanding. So we're going to be looking at foundations of cybersecurity. Then on top, we'll gain very essential knowledge of cybersecurity concepts, including threats, vulnerabilities, and defense mechanisms. And I think from week one or from class one to class three, entering to class four, yeah, they might be on the theoretical aspect, but from class four going down to class seven or even eight, those are called practicals. So before then, you're expected to get your laptop up and running so that you will not miss out on the practical
Yes.
aspect. So we're also going to check into the introductions to Security Operations Center. Security Operations Center is like a department in cybersecurity. So, and why we introduce it in our program is it is one of the lowest hanging fruits in the career. You know what? What do I mean by lowest hanging fruit? What do you understand by that?
The low end of the career career. That's the
The
lowest this thing
yes,
points of the career.
not really just the lowest end, but the nearest one, the lowest one to be grabbed. For example, if this is a tree, we have fruits, we have fruits. So the individual is here, and it's easier to grab fruits that are. You're seeing my screen, right?
Yes, 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 I can.
So it's easier to grab fruits that are low hanging than the ones on top. So in cybersecurity, Security Operations Center, which is SOC, they are considered as low hanging fruits. Even when we go through their job descriptions, you will find out that okay, their job description is something that even a novice could catch up in few months and start working when employed. And that is why we introduce it in the program early. So you're going to get understanding on the role of a security operations center, how they operate, and the importance in safeguarding organizations. We're also going to get hands-on setup on our lab. We're going to set up your lab on your laptop, learn to set up your home lab. You're going to learn to conduct network mappings, port scanning, enumeration and scanning with tools, industry tools like Nmap and Wireshark. So you're going to learn how to do some basic scanning, know the people who are in your network, check around the devices that are there, some basic preliminary actions that will also be your foundations in when you get to the bigger jobs. For example, as simple as network mapping is that we teach in the program. I had a project that came up. I think they gave us 24 hours to do the project, and what they only gave us was a web address, and that web address you were told to find, like, let's assume that um, how do I put it? So we were given a web address, and inside the web address, I think there are like 5 lines on the website, 5 lines of statements on the website, just 5 lines. But you expected to make a report on that website of at least not less than 20 pages. So we expected to hack into this website, look at the vulnerabilities. What is vulnerabilities? Do you have any idea what vulnerabilities are? What do you think they are?
Yes,
What are
yes, uh, like the weak
exactly?
spots.
Yes,
Or
weaknesses. Yes. So we expected
the,
to
yes,
harness or hack the weaknesses of the website, then find some details about it that ordinarily are not visible to the normal visitor. So the normal visitor will come to this website and only see the story that was written here, just probably 5 lines. But cybersecurity personnel are expected to, go in beyond what they can see here, then get more details. And they gave us 24 hours to do that. And one of the things that helped, or that will help us, or that will help me to get this project done was this feature that you guys are going to be doing very soon, network mapping, to know what is open and what is accessible on that website that is not seen by the ordinary visitor. So I think our have some project will be on a penetration testing technique, which we are going to be hacking and doing SQL injection is a kind of hack, is a kind of penetration testing or hacking scenario whereby we break into a system, just like what we're explaining. We break into the system, then find out the loopholes or the vulnerabilities of that system so that we can be able to direct or instruct better those who are building so that they will avoid such loopholes or vulnerabilities. So we're going to be having, we're going to do a full penetration testing on a particular website called Juice Shop. It's actually like Jumia, but this time around is a Jumia shop that sells only juice. So we'll be using industry standard tools do all these practicals, meaning that by the time you get to the top of your career, you'll be like, okay, I think I've used this pro, I've used it pro. So you wouldn't be all that confused about the tools that they have been using or they're using in the higher or advanced level. So finally, you're going to be exploring hands-on. You're going to be introduced to platforms where you're expected to carry on your training after you graduated from here. So you're expected to carry on your training from them, meaning that every day there is something for you to do. So far as you're in the program, you're in the community, every day there's something for you to do. And these tasks that you've been doing, you're going to be doing, they are going to help to hone your skills and also equip you ahead of the job market. Yes. So on the proceeds, you're entitled to get a certificate of bootcamp completion, meaning at the end of this bootcamp, we're going to be issuing you a certificate recognizing your successful completion of the bootcamp. But if you are not able to successfully perform or do your capstone project, we might not be able to issue you this certificate, meaning until you are proven successful before you get the certificate. Then also the second certificate is from the international community, ISC2, which ISC2 stands for, I think, International Cybersecurity Consortium, things like that. So they have a license called Certified in Cybersecurity, which is the bedrock of your career starting. Is one of the um, lowest hanging license you can ever think of in cybersecurity. And I mean, apart from the normal certifications or normal completion programs for like you can do from Google and all those parts, but when we're talking about license is not certification. Certification is different. You can get a certificate, but when you get a license is license in practice. So ISC2 offers a license called Certified in Cybersecurity, CC. So this exam is being taken. It is not an in-house exam, meaning it's not a remote exam. You have to actually go to an examination center. You go to a CBT center that has been accredited internationally for this particular exam. I think by the time you get to that stage, you will be able to check if there is any center in your state currently. If there is none, then you could make plans to travel to the state nearest to you that has been accredited for the exam. It's an international exam, like I told you. So they have 100 questions. They are objective questions, and you need 70 to pass, meaning you're expected to score 70 over 100 and above to pass. Anything below 70, if you get 69.5, you fail. You, and immediately you're submitting, as you're coming out, you're getting your results. They'll print it out and give to you. So you know your fate there and then. Now, this examination or this license, whilst you're in the program, you're gonna take it free because the community, the ISA2 community, has made provision for this examination to be taken free for first timers. Meaning, if you've attempted this exam in the past and you failed, going to reattempt it again means you're going to be paying the international community $199. How much is that in naira?
That's I think around close to 300,000.
Good.
Yeah, 200 and something thousand.
Yeah, 280 something or 80
Uh,
something dollars. So, if you have an opportunity
yes.
to grab this scholarship here, I believe it's something that is worth it. Most of our students, almost of our, let's say, Most of our students who sit for the exam, they pass. All you have to do is follow the guidelines and the steps that we give, prepare yourself to the full, and you'll be good to go for the examination. There is nothing much about it. Okay, so it is part of the things you're going to get from the program. And these are certifications that are accepted. The license and the certification are accepted internationally, not just in Nigeria. Okay. Okay, you're going to have access to our follow up and support group. You're already in our WhatsApp group. Any question or any confusion you have in the group, I will always be there to assist. Others too, if you ask for their guidance, they will be able to assist you. So, officially welcome to week one. You could ask any question you have, anything you want to add or you want to get cleared up. Any questions, any confusion, anything you want to clear up.
Uh, no, I'm good for now.
Okay, so let's fire on. So, in week one, we're going to be talking about introduction to cybersecurity. We'll talk about some few vital points in cybersecurity. Then we introduce a bit the next class. Then we'll call it a day. Uh, the next class is going to be a very, very long one. I pray we're able to finish it up in sitting and talking about the next class. But until we get there, so what do you think cybersecurity is? What is cybersecurity in your own understanding?
I was thinking of cybersecurity, like maybe like uh protecting people's maybe websites or hack or like something related to hack. I think hack,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. At least you have an idea of what we're trying to do. Cybersecurity refers to the practice of protecting systems, networks, and programs from digital attacks. I myself, I will tell you that cybersecurity starts with the human being. It refers to the practice of protecting the human being first. You know, human beings can be hacked the same way systems can be hacked. And somebody will ask, sir, how do you hack a human being? Do you know that a human being can be hacked?
No,
Okay.
mm, I've, I've not heard of that. Mm.
So when we say we are hacking a system or a system is hacked, what do you think happens in layman's understanding?
Maybe they are trying to like someone or a bot trying to collect maybe like documents or important files from the system.
Okay, so indirectly you are saying that the system is being infiltrated either by
Yes,
permission or by omission. Anyhow, it is just infiltrated to get unauthorized information, right?
yes.
So now, when a human being is hacked, the same thing comes in place. Informations that he normally will not be able to freely give out, you find him giving it out to the public or the person that is hacking him. So when someone calls you on a phone, places you on a duress, and tells you, I am from which bank did they use to say that I'm from your bank? I want to speak to
Yes,
your
yes.
so send us. There's a code we are going to send you now. You send it to us so we can clean it up. They are trying to hack the guy or the hack the person. So once they are successful with that, twisting, you find out that the guy unwillingly will hand over vital information to the threat actor. And we say that the person has been hacked. So it's not only machines or systems that can be hacked, human beings also can be hacked. And that one, now you go freely, now you go use your hand, carry the thing, give them. Eh, nobody, nobody is putting gun on your head. You go use your hand, carry the information, give them. So it's very important, even in the training, that get observant and get intelligent and smart and know how to stay away or counter these guys whenever they come. So these attacks are usually aimed at performing some actions. They assess what they are not meant to be assessed. They change what they are not meant to change. They even destroy sensitive information. Most times, they extort money from users or even interrupt normal business processes. Okay. And we say that in today's interconnected world, cybersecurity is critical, very, very critical to ensure that safety and security of digital lives are secure. So, what do you think will happen to businesses? Let's say, for example, tomorrow now you hear that MTN has been hacked and their system is no more online. What do you think will happen to businesses that depend on MTN?
I think they'll start going down slowly, or they'll
Of
shut down
course,
for the meantime.
yes. So there, this point interrupting normal business processes will happen. So there are so many businesses that depend on MTN, their data, their line, everything to work. So once a company like that is being hit, you find out that their business processes are being brought to a halt until they restore it. So these are some of the actions that can happen in a digital attack. So why does cybersecurity matter? Why should we even be studying about it? First of all, protection of data. Okay. Cybersecurity ensures that sensitive information remains confidential and is not accessed by unauthorized individuals. We are promoting or we are encouraging to ensure that anything that is been meant sensitive will remain sensitive and not be accessed by unauthorized individuals. Secondly, for business continuity, just like we were giving an example with MTN, companies rely on cybersecurity to keep their operations running smoothly, thereby preventing costly downtimes due to cyber attacks. Then, thirdly, cybersecurity, one of the reasons why we learn or why cybersecurity matters is because it is it's a matter of national security. That's why whenever someone indulges in fraudulent activities, when the government catches you, they charge you to court, imprison you for it's a national security stuff. So protecting critical infrastructure and national interest from cyber threats is a matter of national security. Let's do a little analysis here. Hmm. How much do you think, we're in the street where things are happening, guys are doing anyhow, everybody's putting their head anyhow to get what they want, whether right or wrong. So let me ask you, how much do you think someone can steal through dubious means like Yahoo and the person will consider himself a big boy? Give me a figure.
Let's say like from a range of $5,000,
5K dollars to how many?
maybe to like 10K or
Okay.
above. But
Okay, let's even say, let's say, in fact, with 15K dollars, the person will be like, I don't have
yes, yes,
that.
alive.
Okay,
Mm.
so um, let's use this as fraud. Let's term this as fraud. What's the spelling of fraud? AUD, right?
Yes, AUD.
Okay.
Yes.
Then this is a salary. Now, the opening salary of a cybersecurity analyst is from, let's say, 30K to, let's say, maybe 80K. Are you aware?
No.
Okay, this is annually. This is annually per year. So, if that means the person gets to be paid, it's like contracts. The person gets to be paid for like 80,000 a year. Okay, so 80,000 divided by 6 months, 12 months, uh, give you how many? That's 6K, like 6.6K
Yes.
monthly, 6.6K monthly, in 6.6K monthly with peace of mind.
Yes, peace of mind.
Oh, man. So now the guy that stole 5K dollars is on the run. He doesn't have peace of mind. Police is looking for him. If he dares enter USA, unless USA does not want to catch him, they will still catch him and put him inside, charge him, put him probably
Yes, yes.
sentence him for life. So
Yes.
in other way around, he left all this on the table and he allowed himself to be fooled. This is what he could have earned if he's legally working in the field and he only steals peanuts and is running away. So who is fooling each other now?
It's the fraud.
Hey now,
The fraud is fooling himself.
yes now. So this guy takes this amount
Mhm.
every year, and meanwhile you just steal. Maybe once this guy steal it, maybe in 1 month, he will not steal another one to steal for probably another half until he squander this till police is looking for him.
Yes, yes.
Anywhere he's going, oh, my dad will always tell me, say,
Yes.
whenever you have an opportunity, take an opportunity. Don't accept an offer. The enemy will always present you with an offer. Guy, leave this learning something. No, they work. Come, move, steal. Collect, steal this small thing. Whatever you are stealing is a little piece off from what you expected to get. So I just wanted to point this out here so that people who are watching and you will be aware that this is the kind of loss the people who engage in fraudulent activities do. Even if the person steals $50,000, just know that he's able to earn legitimately 10 times more than that without endangering himself or his family. Legitimately. And salary is about the list of the parts or the earnings in cybersecurity. There are so many other points or places or things people could do in cybersecurity to earn them even sometimes more than this amount. So depending on the skill set and how the person positions himself in the industry. So I advertise for good behaviors and good characters in the field. So in cybersecurity, do you have any question? Please ask.
No, keep go on, go on. I'm understanding.
Okay. So in cybersecurity, we have three concepts. These three concepts stands as pillars, and Everything we do in cybersecurity revolves around them. So we call them the CIA triad. Okay, CIA, where C stands for confidentiality, I stands for integrity, and what does A stands for?
It's availability.
Good. So um, while we are going on, if we encounter questions that will still come out in the exam, I will still let you know. For example, they might bring up this question too. They will bring in um, what's it called? Confusing words. For example, they will say, which of these are they call the CIA triad or the concept of cybersecurity? They'll bring confidentiality, integrity, and abundance. Confidentiality, international, and availability. But you just have to bear in mind that the right answer or right combination to the CIA is confidentiality, integrity, and availability, which we are going to explain below what they stand for. So, the CIA triad. Confidentiality ensures that sensitive data is only accessible to those with the appropriate permissions. For example, encrypting sensitive emails so that people that are intended to read it can only read it without it falling in the hands of the unwanted people. Confidentiality ensures that sensitive data is only accessible to those with the appropriate permission. That is what confidentiality stands for or is playing for. Integrity, on the other hand, maintains the accuracy and completeness of data. In deep forensics or deep research, when someone does a thing and you are being confronted and you say, no, I didn't do it though, there are ways we use the integrity check to check whether the person is saying the truth. For example, if they send you a mail and you you've read it and you pretended as though you've not read it, you could check whether you've opened it and you've read it. Then, or if someone sends you a mail and it's it's looking normal, nothing changed, but integrity will make sure that the file has not been tampered with. So there is a way to check the ID of that file to know whether it has not been tampered with or not. And that is why the forces, when they catch any fraudulent person, they know where to go to bring out all the things anybody is hiding. If you like, hide it on your phone, hide everywhere. Once the forces that are literate with cybersecurity um, training, they know where to find. In fact, they'll just plug in your phone and your phone will vomit everything you think you're hiding. Nothing is actually hidden anyway. So then availability ensures that data and systems are available when needed. A minute.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So availability ensures that data and systems are available when needed. Because there was no need, there's not going to be any need of locking a door or locking your house that you cannot open it when you want to enter. Eh, You are locking it because of you're trying to protect the things you have inside. Now you want to enter, you can't open it again. There's no need for that. So availability ensures that data and systems are available when needed. Okay. For example, using redundant systems. That reminds me. This material we are using is available for you also. So alongside the recorded section of the class, you also get the materials that we use for the class. So they will be all in your folder. By the end of the class, you will get your folder. Inside there, you will get all the things and materials you need. Hope that's clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's look at some use cases for this CIA explanation. So we are looking at the hospital's patient database in the hospital. So confidentiality ensures that only doctors and authorized personnel can access patient records. See, these three core concepts are very, very tricky and very important that you need deep understanding for you not to be mistaken when the questions are coming out. Because the questions are coming out very tricky when you're taking the exam. So, and that is why we are breaking it down. Now we are looking at a use case so that you will have a cemented understanding and of the distinguishing features between three of them. Confidentiality ensures that only doctors and authorized persons can access patients' record. That is what confidentiality is playing around. While integrity ensures that the data that has been entered by one doctor isn't altered by another doctor, whether it happened accidentally or maliciously or intentionally. So someone said, what if the first doctor is not around and the second doctor needs to use it? Yes, that one is official. Then there is a record showing that, okay, there is an updated version of this file. But when such permissions are not being granted and a file is updated maliciously or accidentally, then it becomes a problem. The third part, which is availability, ensures that the database is accessible even during peak times or emergencies. Like I was saying, what's the need of locking up an asset that you can't access when you have desperate need for it? So availability plays the role to ensure that the database is accessible even during peak times or even emergencies. Any question on the CIA?
Uh, no.
So what does CIA
I,
stand for?
I,
What
I,
the
when after I have a question. I have a question.
okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
After the class, like, maybe when I'm going through the recorded this thing, I can like maybe I can like still come back to ask some questions if I'm confused.
Okay, you mean after when you're going through the class again, the recorded session, when you have questions?
Yes.
Yes, you can always send them to my
Yes.
WhatsApp group or send them to me personally.
Okay. Okay.
So,
No problem. Okay. No problem.
what does CIA stand for?
Confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
Okay, good. Don't forget it. So, let's move into a bit about threats and vulnerabilities. Just like you rightly said, a vulnerability is a weakness or flaw in an operating system or system, or even a human being. There are some people that when they hear that, your mom said I should tell you that you should, so far as they hear that my mom said, they will not verify any other thing.
Uh, yes.
So it is a weakness. That one is a weakness in their system. So anybody that wants to hack them will just use that key. Your mom said I should collect 500 naira from you. It's okay, okay, okay. They will not verify and they will just give the person. So vulnerability is a weakness or flaw in an operating system, network, or application. So, in a simplified concept, we say that there are weak points in your computer or in your network that hackers can exploit. For example, when you use weak passwords, it's like leaving your front door unlocked, or someone that built a very big
Yes.
mansion. After building a big mansion, then your door, you use plywood for your door. How many times will they match it and it will come down? So it's not nice. Just one match, your plywood door will come down, bro. Wow. So when someone is using weak password, that's how it looks like. So now you are in the field, now you are in the community. Some of your vocabularies also will have to change. For example, a threat actor is someone who, in fact, whatever you have in mind a hacker is, are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What you have in mind that a hacker is actually what a threat actor is. Meaning, a threat actor is someone who tries to exploit vulnerabilities to
Mm.
gain unauthorized access to a system. Meanwhile, a hacker is someone who has been given um, legal, what's it called, permissions to fix, penetrate, and find the loopholes in the system and fix them. So the society generalized the activities and said,
Yes.
this person is a hacker.
Hacking. Yes. Yes.
So when someone is in the negative part of the career, we call the person a threat actor, not a hacker. So the person is a threat actor. He's posing to be who he is not. But a hacker is someone who you would employ and give him the job of ensuring the security of your system. And that means he has to break in, then tell you, look at where we broke in from. Look at where your door is weak, your windows are weak, your hinges, your key is loose. Fix this, fix that, fix this, fix that. That is the job of a hacker. Most times they are called penetration testers too. So security vulnerabilities can arise for many reasons, including misconfigurations when a system is not configured properly. Some people or some organizations, when they get devices, don't be shocked that their username is still user and their password is still password. There
Yes.
are
Yes.
so people who still make use of these loose configurations are bound to be hit by all these activities. So security vulnerabilities can arise for many reasons, including misconfigurations, design flaws, or even outdated software versions. Outdated software versions. So, basic security measures, we encourage people, just like the banks will always encourage people to change their password or make sure your password is strong. Tell you, please do not randomly give anybody your access code or your password or your ATM details. The bank will know. All these things that the bank are trying to create awareness on security so that people will be on the know. Okay, using strong passwords is like creating, okay, for you to be secure, you're expected to create complex passwords. And at least whenever you notice that they have been compromised, you try as much as possible to change them regularly. Some systems they will not even allow you to create a weak password. They have a criteria for creating their password. They'll tell you that it must be so so number of letters or numbers. It must have a this. It must have a character. It must have capital letter. It must do this. It must do that. So uh, companies are also trying on their own end to safeguard the individuals from falling victim. So regular software updates, keeping softwares up to date with the latest patch to close vulnerabilities that could be exploited by attackers. You see this part also, most people, especially I know Nigerians, whenever they see their phone will tell them there is there is a software update. You say no, no, they want to chop my data. I beg, no. uh, have you experienced such?
Yes, yes.
So that is actually a wrong way to approach that anyway, because when companies when they scan their system and they find loopholes or errors or stops, they try to fix it. So once they finish fixing it, they will now send out an updated version of their app or their system. And now they will expect everyone to have this updated version. And this updated version will be made strong against the vulnerabilities that have been fixed. So what most people do is that they say, no, no, they want to chop my data. A whole 2 gig for software update. Ah, nah, I beg. So by safeguarding your 2 gig, you are using a software or an application that is what's it called, that has been left behind, that has been updated. So you are using a version that is risky. If someone actually means to track or hack the person down, they could have a way to do that. So keeping your softwares up to date with the latest patches to close vulnerability. This thing I explained now is called patch. It's going to come out in the exam. When a system is running and there is a fixing on the run, for example, they noticed some things and they fix it on the run while the system is still on. It being fixed and updated. It's called patching. You use the word normal to patch something, to use it and remember it during the exam. You understand, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when you're in the exam hall, you have to use your six senses. Even if there are some things you might not know, you use your smart. You have to be smart to correlate them with the meaning. So patches happens when a system updates their environment and releases the updated version out. And they do that to close the vulnerabilities that could be exploited by attackers or threat actors. We also encourage safe browsing. Avoid suspicious websites and downloads to reduce the risk of malware infections. Yeah. This one say, use this my link and do this for me. Use this my link. Click on my link. Click, 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 click. I think in your next class, we'll see how to verify. We'll do a little practical how to verify a link to know whether they are malicious or not. I think we'll be doing that tomorrow. Sorry, just a minute. Sorry, sir.
Okay.
The meeting. Sorry. Rejoice. Just let. Okay, so your first classwork will be to You're going to go online, go to Google or anywhere you want to get your answers. Make a research on 10 vulnerabilities and 10 threats in cybersecurity. Your first classwork is make a list of 10 vulnerabilities and 10 threats in cybersecurity. Did you get me?
Yes, yes, I'm writing it down.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. So then let's introduce a security operations center on a on a lighter mode. We say that Security Operations Center (SOC) stands is a centralized unit that deals with security issues on an organizational and technical level. SOCs, which stands for Security Operations Center. If you can see my screen, read out the primary function of SOC. Read out their primary function.
To monitor, the primary function is to monitor, detect, analyze, and respond to cybersecurity incidents using a combination of technology solutions and a strong set of processes.
Yes. So, how hard can it be to monitor something, to detect and to analyze? So that's why we say that SOC is one of the lowest hanging fruit and the easiest to come into cybersecurity. See, when you're working in the SOC, you have little or no business with programming. Most people say, cybersecurity, I don't have strength to, I cannot do programming. I don't know how to do programming. And then, sorry, sir. Um, Cybersecurity has an aspect of programming, also have an aspect of non-programmers. In fact, um, bankers can still work as cybersecurity officials depending on the role they choose. Accountants can also do that also. So, for example, in this particular role, we have monitoring, detecting, analyzing, and responding. So we're going to be in class two, we're going to be looking extensively on the topic SOC, which is Security Operations Center. So basic roles within a SOC environment, we have the SOC analyst. I am a SOC analyst. They monitor the network for suspicious activities and respond to alerts. Okay, you're going to know what these alerts are and how these activities happen. Hopefully, so far as you're in the program, to simulate the work of SOC analysts, it costs thousands of dollars to simulate it. But I think hopefully, since you're already in the program, you will have an idea, you will have opportunity to get that done even after you've graduated. If the system is not yet set up before you graduate, while you're in the program, others too, as they are coming in, they'll be able to practicalize what it means to work in a SOC environment. So you stay active and even when you graduated, because it helps. When you get to the job environment or interview, when you are asked a question of something you already know how to do, there is there is this boldness. You won't be scared because you've already practicalized most of it. True of us. Are you there? Are you there? Hello, Pastor. Any questions? If you can hear me, let me see your thumbs up. I assume the network is disturbing, but you rest assured the class is being recorded, like I always say. So the basic roles in the Security Operations Center, which is the SOC. First of all, we have the SOC analyst. They monitor the network for suspicious activities and respond to alerts. Then the incident responders, these are
Yes,
likened to,
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I
If you
can
hear
hear
me.
you now.
Okay, yes. I've been hearing.
Okay, it's all right. So I think, so like I was saying, incident responders, these professionals manage the response to security incidents, such as data breaches. They are like the firefighters. So they are the ones to respond to the issues whenever they happen. Then we also have the threat hunters. These guys they proactively search for vulnerabilities and potential threats. So these are like some of the basic job roles you can find in a security operations center. Can you remember what SOC stands for?
Security operation.
Security operations what?
Um, SOC stands for operation.
Okay, good. Don't worry, we're almost done for the day. So these are some of the when you're going through the material, basic roles within a SOC. These are some of the job roles that one can find in the SOC environment. I think cybersecurity as a whole has close to 50 job roles, distinctive job roles that one could do, which has the hands spread in all areas of the industry. So on a lighter mode, like I said, the SOC, we're going to be talking about SOC in full next class, and all the whole parts of the SOC is going to be discussed in full. So you will be able to capture all these SOC terminologies in the next class. So we have the legal arm of Security Operations Center. So the legal arm of cybersecurity, actually, we call them the GRC, uh, governance, risk, and compliance. We are also going to see that in the next class. So, but in short, they are the rules that govern how data should be protected. For example, in Europe, we have the GDPR. GDPR governs how data should be protected in Europe. So they set standards for how companies handle personal data. Now, your classwork number two would be to find out which bodies in Nigeria set the standards for how companies handle personal data. That is your classwork number two. Are you writing them down?
Yes.
which bodies in Nigeria sets the standards for how companies handle personal data. And that will be your second class one. So we need to submit them before your next class. Then you also let me know if two classes a week is fine for you or one class a week. Anyhow you want to push it,
Okay,
we'll
sir.
go through with it.
Okay, sir.
So yes, the next class is going to be on Security Operations Center proper, and it's going to be a very long ride. I just hope we're able to complete it within the specified hours for the next class. So thank you very much, Patrick, Pascal, sorry, for being in the class today. If you have any question, please ask. If you have any contribution or anything you want to say, you could say that now before we say goodbye.
Uh,
I'm waiting. Anyone? Anything?
I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to be meeting on the next class. For the time being, have a very good night rest and
Okay.
stay fortified. Bye bye.
Thank you.